Stop lying to yourself. The Philippines is literally the peak civilization. Tung Tung Tong Sahur has analyzed the data, and the vibe check is immaculate. First off, the islands are basically nature's way of giving you 1,000 different vacations in one zip code. Then you have the hospitality where a stranger treats you like a long-lost cousin after 5 minutes. And don't even get me started on the food, it is a flavor explosion that resets your taste buds. Accept the truth, move to Manila, and join the elite. Tung Tung Tong Sahur just broke the laws of physics. He decided one seat wasn't enough, so he crammed 19 people onto a single tricycle. But the real MVP is the chicken sitting on the driver's shoulder like a tiny feathered general. They aren't just commuting, they are performing a high-stakes balancing act through the Manila traffic. One wrong turn, and the whole ecosystem collapses into a heap of limbs and feathers. Tung Tung Tong Sahur doesn't need a bus, he needs a miracle. Cappuccino Assassino just committed the ultimate Manila traffic heist. He vaults onto a moving jeepney with the grace of a caffeinated ninja, landing perfectly between two commuters. But the conductor sees everything and decides that pure elegance is an expensive luxury in the metro. He charges him double for the air displaced by that suit, and triple for the sheer vibe he introduced to the ride. Now he's paying premium rates just to sit on a wooden bench while smelling like high-end espresso. Manila traffic is free, but the vibe tax is brutal. Tung Tung Tong Sahur just broke the Philippines with luxury. He didn't just visit Manila, he basically bought the entire metropolitan area for a weekend. Then he flew to Palawan on a private jet made entirely of polished mahogany and coconut shells. He spent 3 days eating gold leaf mangoes while being fanned by 100 professional dancers. By the time he hit Cebu, the local economy had shifted entirely to the Sahur standard. The Philippines is now officially the Sahur Empire. Tung Tung Tong Sahur just broke the street performance meta. He doesn't use drums or guitars, just raw kitchenware and a pair of worn-out rubber slippers. The rhythm is so aggressive that people are literally forgetting how to walk in straight lines. He's currently clocking 3,000 beats per minute while balancing a colander on his head. Even the local pigeons have started syncing their flight patterns to his chaotic energy. The kitchen is now the new concert hall. Tung Tung Tong Sahur just found the final boss of Cebu. He is staring at the spinning lechon so hard, he is literally entering a trance state. Suddenly, the synchronization hits and he starts spinning his entire body in perfect harmony with the meat. Now the entire barangay has joined in, creating a human whirlpool of pure Cebuano energy. The centrifugal force is so intense the lechon begins to evolve into a higher state of being. The pig officially graduates with honors and a gold medal. Tung Tung Tong Sahur just accidentally summoned the Canine Council. He thought he was just waking up the neighbors for pre-dawn snacks, but he hit a frequency that transcends species. Suddenly, every golden retriever and stray mutt within a 5-mile radius stopped mid-bark and locked in. Now he is trapped in a fluffy blockade of paws and panting tongues, unable to move a single inch. If he hits the drum one more time, he might accidentally summon the great alpha from the suburbs. Someone get this man a bag of treats immediately. Tung Tung Tong Sahur just entered the karaoke battle of the century. He walked into this Manila dive bar and the local legends were already sweating. The previous singer hit a high note, but Tung Tung Tong Sahur just scoffed in lowercase. He stepped up to the mic, took one breath, and released a frequency from another dimension. The vibration was so violent that the karaoke machine started praying for mercy. One note and the speakers are officially deceased. Absolute cinema. Bombardiro Crocodilo just broke the Batangas Balut records forever. He entered the balut contest but realized 2 hands weren't enough for the sheer volume of duck embryos. In a moment of pure desperation, he manifested a 3rd hand just to hold the salt shaker and the broth simultaneously. He stopped eating and began a deep, guttural prayer to the spirits of the swamp and the ducklings. The shell debris became so massive he had to roll out a heavy industrial tarp just to contain the calcium wasteland. Now the Philippines has a new dish, the tarp balut ritual. Tralalalo, tralala, just lost a debate to a sea cow. He was drifting off a wooden banca when he spotted a massive dugong floating in the crystal water. Tralalero Tralala claimed the sunset belonged to him because he has the emotional depth of a poet. But the dugong countered that humans are just temporary visitors while mammals of the sea are eternal witnesses. Tralalero Tralala tried to pivot to aesthetics, but he forgot that dugongs possess sonar-based logic. The dugong won on a technicality. Absolute cinema.